to Linda's Pantry, and today I'm doing my Thursday edition to Lisa Sutton from Sutton's Days and my challenge for using your home canned pantry. So it's home canned pantry cooking challenge, recipe challenge for 2021. We've got a playlist. We're putting each other's stuff in the playlist, and actually somebody else added to our playlist. So today I'm gonna make like an open-faced, fun, not really a sandwich like you think of, but it is an open-faced sandwich in theory. It's going in a large muffin tin, the rye bread, buttered, and we're doing corned beef, Swiss cheese, a creamy coleslaw. You prep your coleslaw however you want, and then I'm gonna drizzle some French dressing. Most of the time I use Thousand Island on for kind of a Reuben flair, but today it's going to be that. I've got home canned corned beef, and the date on the jar here, because I used a Tatler lid, is 3 of 2018. So 3 years old. That's my rotation, and it's absolutely beautiful. So let's come on in. We'll butter this bread, get it down in the muffin tin. I'm actually going to grease my muffin tin as well. So let me bring you in close and we'll get this done. The oven is preheating to 350 degrees. Okay, so this is how I'm gonna play this. I warmed up this bread a little bit because it's been in the refrigerator. So on the muffin tin, I'm gonna put a dollop, way too much, a couple drops in each, yeah. That's about all I'm gonna need because those are not drops. I'm gonna olive oil the inside of each muffin tin. Really grease them really good, okay? And that olive oil is just gonna add to the flavor of the bread. It's gonna help it brown as well. So this is a non-stick muffin tin, but you want that flavor. So don't cheap out on that one. Okay, now for the bread, and we are probably gonna cut the crust off, although I really feel like that's such a waste to do that, but let's see what we got. We will see. Okay, and do I have sorry, I gotta get me a proper, okay, so I'm gonna kind of put this down in, and I've got my bread pretty soft. Yeah. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. Let's just cut some crust off, and we'll save that for breadcrumbs, right? Make some rye breadcrumbs, yum. I love rye bread. I know some people do not groove on that, but I do. So, okay, so now that we have that, I'm only gonna show you a couple because, well, you know, time constraints. So we get our butter, and I use Kerrygold butter, and I'm gonna butter, and it doesn't, of course it doesn't want to. It doesn't want to spread. It's a little chilly in here. I usually have my butter sitting out. I always have my butter sitting out, and I don't mind if I get plenty of butter on there. So butter and down into your, I love it. So kind of smush it and squish the sides, maybe spread out if you can. Spread that bread so it makes more of a cup. That makes sense. Okay, let's do another one, and then we'll fill them. And I don't know that I'm gonna make 8 or 6 of these. I've got 6 muffins here. Whoops. Butter side down. Okay. And if the bread is warmed up enough and, you know, pliable, that's the best. Okay. And yeah, we'll just smush that there. Now, it's gonna work. Okay, now we'll scoot that aside, and we're gonna open up our corned beef. Can you guys see? Okay, so it's a Tatler lid, and a lot of you ask about this. How long will the Tatler lid stay sealed? Well, that was a great seal, and I'm going to go ahead and drain the liquid and I use just water. I par-cooked my corned beef and I just use water. I par-cooked the corned beef so it's not so salty. So we're gonna drain that off. And you could use that for rice or for soup if you wanted to. And there you go. You got about a half a cup of really good corned beef broth. That out of my way. Now in each muffin bread cup, we're gonna put a really nice layer of Swiss cheese. Oh, yum. Okay. And then we've got the corned beef. We're gonna go ahead, you can just break up that meat with your fingers. Okay. You want a nice amount. And you could put the cheese on top. Let's put the cheese on top on this one. We'll just put the meat down on the bottom. I don't know why I did it that way. But yeah, we'll get some corned beef down here on the bottom. Let's do that. We'll just put the meat on the bottom. Sorry, I'm ahead of myself. I really want a good layer of meat, so these are, I've done these for breakfast as well. And if you guys want to see how I do this for a breakfast idea, a brunch idea, it's fantastic. So those of you that can corned beef and you want to see a really fantastic idea for a breakfast fun little individual serving, yeah, right now I would put an egg and bake it right over top of that cheese. And that's my oven, 350 degrees. Until this is heated through, and they're bubbly and delicious, and I don't want to scrimp on the cheese. And then we're going to top it with that cool coleslaw and some of that dressing, and boom. Okay, I gotta have a piece of this and I'll be back. Okay, bonus. These are going to be the corned beef with the Swiss, and I decided I had 2 more. I got plenty of corned beef. That used about a half a jar. I'm going to do this. This is going to be great. So, and I'm getting in there. These are all for me. This will be breakfast for me tomorrow, as well as lunch for the next couple days. So that's awesome. Or maybe I'll share. Okay, so on these, I'm gonna bring, yeah, some corned beef down here. If well, and I could have put a little potato in there, but the bread is enough. So I'm not doing that. But if I was doing a corned beef hash cup, and I've done this before, and if you'd like me to show you that video, I will do it. It's with mashed potatoes, and it's kind of a potato pancake kind of thing, and then the corned beef, and yeah, everything I put in a corned beef hash, basically. So this one, these 2 are gonna have pepper jack cheese, because I like that, and there we go. Right there, I did the same thing with the bread, just some butter and a little bit of cheese over here. Okay, perfect. And then crack an egg, and you have breakfast. We're gonna bake the egg. Oh, what? Yes, we are. I love it. And if you need the yolk to move over, move it. Just move your cheese and make a little well. Right? Let's make a well. There we go. Let's make a well on this one, just so we don't have any issues with our egg. And these are my girlies, my daughters and mine. Oh, that one wants to be over there too. That's okay. I'm gonna get this. There you go. So you want your egg kind of centered as well as you can. Look at that. How beautiful. Okay, it's going in a 350 degree oven until the eggs, the whites are solid. This is all bubbly. I mean, it's gonna be heaven. And I still have enough to do an omelet. So in reality, this could feed 1, 2, 3 people plus an omelet for 2 people. Easy peasy. Okay. Let's do it. Let's put it in the oven and I'll show you how to finish these up, and we're gonna have dinner and breakfast all in one. bonus. Okay, so this is what they look like right now. Look at these beautiful little egg cups. Oh, I'm super excited about that. Even though it's not breakfast time, but the yolk is still runny, but the white is set. Let them just set. You know, once they set on top, let them sit in here and cool. I'm gonna grab one of these little beauties, and look at that. So your bread is crispy on the bottom. Ooh, and you know what that's gonna be like, right? I'm gonna save these. I don't wanna break the yolk. The yolk is there. I don't wanna break the yolk, but I'll top one of these, and then these are gonna go for my lunch. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna put on this little beautiful cup of love. A little bit of coleslaw. Yep. And there you go. And because you buttered that rye bread, they're gonna pop right out of there. And then to mimic kind of a Reuben, but it's really not a Reuben, a little bit of French dressing, give it a little zippity-doo-dah on the top, and there you go. Okay, I'm gonna get a little picture, and oh my goodness, oh my gracious, I'm excited about this one. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's see how delicious. I'm gonna set these aside, but look how pretty these are. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna set this over here. The pan is still really hot. Let's put these over here. Pan's hot. Turn off the oven. Okay, let's see. Let's give this, and you can pick this up and take a bite, and I think that's how I'm gonna do it because it really is an open-faced sandwich. It's just in a little bit of a cup. Okay, are you ready? Hot. Oh my gosh. But that creamy cold coleslaw and that kind of a French dressing, and you can do any way you want. If you don't like coleslaw or you don't like French dressing, if you wanted to use sauerkraut and mustard, hey, go for it. But this is delicious. Look at that. And the corned beef is hot. Oh, and the cheese. I'm just gonna tell you, this is a great way and a fun way to use up some of your home canned pantry meat. So here we've got a pint jar of corned beef, and literally 2 of these with a little side salad is dinner. 2 of those other ones for a breakfast, you're good to go for the morning. So really and truly, you can stretch a jar quite a ways and be a little creative and fun, just in case maybe things aren't going so great and you need to have a different presentation, but the rye bread is fantastic on this. So I hope you try it. I hope it inspires you to stay tuned for the rest of these videos. Go over to Lisa's channel. We're gonna have a playlist, both of us, for these videos on the Home Canned Pantry. Be sure and comment on each and every one of them in the month of April, because we're gonna put you in, you're gonna have a chance to win a really great prize from both of us. So, all right guys, don't forget, leave a comment so you get the chance to win, and we'll see you next time. Let's see, this is Thursday, so Lisa's tomorrow, Friday, and then I'll see you again on Monday. Bye.